Good evening, sir. We are the Group 6 and we will be reporting about the Cavite Mutiny.
So, we will discuss about the Cavite Mutiny. So, the Cavite Mutiny of 1872 was a brave but significant uprising of Filipino soldiers and workers at the Cavite Arsenal in the Philippines against Spanish colonial authorities. The mutiny was quickly suppressed, but the Spanish government used it as a pretext to crack down on Filipino reformists. The Cavite Mutiny of 1872 was short-lived but important revolt took that place at the Cavite Arsenal. What were their participation in mutiny? The three priests, Gomez, Burgos, and Zamora, did not directly participate in the Cavite Mutiny of 1872. Their alleged involvement was based on false accusations and fabricated evidence by Spanish authorities. Padre Mariano Gomez was an elderly priest known for advocating of the rights of Filipino clergy. So, Padre Jose Burgos was a reformist and vocal critic of Spanish discrimination against Filipino priests. And Padre Jacinto Zamora was also a priest who supported reforms in the church. How were they involved? Sila ang pangunahing kalahok sa pag-alsa na nagprotesta laban sa pagtanggal ng mga pribilehiyo tulad ng exemption sa pagbayad ng tributes at sa pilitang paggawa.
First-hand account. It refers to a piece of information or experience gained directly through personal observation of participation rather the truth. Someone else recounting or secondary source is often a direct, unfiltered perspective, frequently used in historical research, storytelling, and personal reflection. So, ang pasabot dahi ani is kay mauni ang information na ikaw mismo ang naka-experience og nakakita og naazod ka ana ang hikayuna.
Second-hand account. It refers to information of a description of an event or experience that comes from how did not directly experience it. It's based on information gathered from other sources. In a sense, it's a story for or account related from someone else perspective, often thought research or secondary source. Hand account. It is an interpretation or description of an event or experience based on information gathered from other sources. Granted than personal involvement, well, it lacks the immediacy and automaticity of a first-hand account. Second-hand account can still prove useful inside the border standing of events, especially with commanded with research and analyze. Second-hand account kay mauni ang information na di gyud ikaw mismo ang nakasaksi. Imo gikuha ang information sa uban or sa first-hand account gikan. At the end of this module, you will first different the statistical information pertaining to Cavite Mutiny. Second, standard and related the content to the present time. Third, different the visual analysis for the two different perspectives. Number 4, demonstrate the ability to articulate constant arrangement on issue use primary source. Readings in Philippine history. What's happened in the Cavite Mutiny? The Cavite Mutiny is one of the historical accounts in the Philippine history. It described the uprisings of the Filipino troops and workers the Cavite arenas due the removal of the privilege expansion from the tribo expansion for the forces labor. Sa panahon ng koloniyan ng mga Espanyol sa Pilipinas, ang mga Pilipino ang kinahanglan sa mga mubayad o tribo na gitawag og liberto. Sa makininyan ng mga gobyerno, kini usa ka porma sa pagbuhis sa lumad ng mga Pilipino kasagaran sa ibayaran sa salapi. Ang mga butang o trabaho ang tribo gigamit sa mga suporta sa mga galastuhan sa gobyerno o sa simbahan sa Espanyan sa Locolia. Petition for the tribo. First, taxation. Filipinos paid tax to Spain. A. Tribute. The Filipinos were completed to pay tribute calling tributo to the Locolia government. So those how paid tribute were individuals between 16 to 60 years old. 1571 to 1884 equals 8 reales piso paid per year. Other form of payment: gold, chicken, textile, cotton, and rice. B. Civil War personal definition paper. In 1874, contribute was fully filled and refilled by the cedula. The cedula was a personal identification paper issued during the Spain. Nagsilbi kini ng estipiko sa pagkatawo o pagmatod sa mga bayad sa tribo. Buwis na ang magtag Pilipino nag edad og 18 pataas kay kinahanglan na magdala niini. The cedula was a birth certificate identifying the taxpayer. So morning cedula day, sorry, is recording his name, age, birthplace, material, state, and option, place of residence, nationality and sex. Decidimus Fidelis was the tax contestant 1/10 of the production of one's land. Decidimus Fidelis ay usa ka nakasaysayong buhis ng hinanglan sa mga tao na iya sa yayuta pagatag sa 10% sa ilang mga product.
It is an aim of native to get rid of Spanish government in the Philippines, which became the excuse for Spanish repression of the emerging Philippines nationalist movement. The Cavite Mutiny of 1877 became the excuse for Spanish repression of the emerging nationalist movement in the Philippines. Bisag gamay kadto nga pag-alsa sa mga sundalong Pilipino ug mga mamumuno nga nagprotesta sa mga injustisya sa pamuo ug buhis. Gipasubrahan kini sa mga otoridad sa Espanya sa kadako nga pinagkonsabo. Alang sa kagawasan kini nisangkot sa usa ka pagsumpo. The mutiny was quickly slaughtered. Governor Rafael de Izquierdo magnified the incident and used it as an excuse to clamp down on those Filipino who had been calling for governmental reform. A number of Filipino intellectuals were seized and accused of completely with the multinational after a brief trial. Three priests, Jose Burgos and Jacinto Zamora and Mariano Gomez, were publicly executed. Mauday ning la Filipino lawyer Joaquin Pardo de Tavera and Antonio Marigedor and Jose Basa and Yo Basa. Tragically, the harsh reaction of the Spanish authorities served ultimately to promote the nationalist cause. So, ang reaksyon niya sa mga otoridad sa Espanya sama sa pagpanumpos, pag-aresto o pagpintas ng mga paglugos ituyo sa pagsumpo sa mga kalihukang nasyonalista. Kasagarang adunay kaatbang nga epekto.
And that's all our reporting about the Cavite Mutiny.